This is fire starting with Brayden. So, first you're going to need some kind of way to start the fire, either lint or something that is flammable other than lighter fluid or gasoline or some kind of liquid like that. So, what magnesium is, which is what this is made out of, is a very flammable metal when it is small doses in a small area. So, if I take this and there's a flat part on this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part and I'm going to scrape the magnesium onto the lint. That should be enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over to where my fire is going to be started. So that magnesium is extremely flammable. So let me just put a little bit more on. Here's my fire stick to control the fire, and my hay is going to be the flammable part that is going to help start the fire. So let's go ahead and so you're also going to need to pull the lint out to where it's just the fibers left, which is what I had done. So start it. Hay is extremely flammable, so it is a very good fuel to start off a fire. So let's go ahead and talk about fire starting safety while that is burning. So, fire safety. You always want to make sure that you have supervision, which is what I have, or if you're old enough, make sure you have some way to stop the fire, such as a hose, which is what we have, or a bucket of water. Most of the time, you'll have a bucket of water with you, either a 5-gallon bucket or a 1-gallon bucket of water, just to make sure that the fire can be controlled. And whenever you're in a scenario like this, with our fire that we have here, we sprayed water around it to make sure the fire couldn't get out of the area, which is called a burn circle. So you're either going to want to put rocks around the burn circle to make sure that the fire stays contained, or you want to make sure that it's in a contained area so that it doesn't spread out and burn your yard. So, fire safety like this. In this scenario, we're going to let it burn, and once it gets small enough, we're going to make sure everything's in one pile and everything is good. And a cool thing with certain kinds of pans is that you burn the pans to get the rust off, which is what we are doing. So, fire safety. You want to make sure that this is contained, which it is. You want to make sure you have adult supervision, which I have. Some way to control the fire is a stick other than water to move it around, and then that's pretty much all. And then you'll have the perfect fire for the perfect day. I'll see you guys hopefully in the future. That was fire starting with Brayden.